Hey guys! I hate to interrupt, but there's an open mic tonight. Welcome! I'm so glad you're all here. Special shout out, of course, to Smokestack. Thank you so much for being here yourselves and keeping us caffeinated and fed. Thank you to every single person in this audience. I also want to thank Tyler Hopp. I've kind of taken to saying that with the Openest Mic, I am the openest because I cannot shut the fuck up. Tyler is the mic. He is the AV. He has the lives going. He has it posted everywhere. He's been helping me support all of the technical. The reason you can hear me is due to Tyler. He produces a Friday live stream called Doctor Who and the Cosmic Whims, and they call him the producer. He is the ultimate producer. So if we just want to say thank you to Tyler. Thank you, Tyler. Love you, Tyler. Real quick, if this place catches on fire, you will want to leave. The exits are the exit signs. One is over there, one is over there. This is an all ages show, but it's also the Openest Mic. If my cussing hasn't kind of clued you in, I'm just asking that we're all adults here. If you hear a word that you don't really like, sorry. I'm asking you when you come up to this microphone to kind of like reach out to the best in yourself. If we can kind of all do that, we can kind of all like trust each other not to say shitty things. So that's kind of like the only like content warning I really want to give. If you feel like you hear something that triggers you, like sit with that for a minute and maybe just like let that bastard out of your mind. If that doesn't work for you, everyone in this room can be your support structure. Talk to them. 3 to 5 minutes. I have to be strict about this time because I was not strict about it last time. I have a timer. When I introduce you, you will come up to the microphone. I will probably want to hug you. It's cool if you don't want to hug. And then I will hit start. And unfortunately, the time is going to have to begin. I don't want to be a huge jerk about it. I don't mind being a huge jerk about it. When your time is up, I'm going to start clapping. Audience, I will need you on board with me to start clapping as well so you can kind of just like keep things moving. Oh, why did I do this on paper? Yeah, that's it. Hey, what's up? Openest Mic. There's this like horrible thing that happens at open mics where sometimes like there's no number one, there's no number two, and then like the person or people that signed up for number 3 or number 1. So if Worms and Cages want to come up, thank you so much. Come on, guys. Do you need a chair? Would you like a chair?
Hey, number 3. I'm third. Yeah. All right. What's up? My name's Atlas. When I do music, I go by the name Worms and Cages. I have an EP coming out September 1st. This first song is, I believe it's just, I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I think it's just called Dirt. And what? What? Do we have?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let us be good to you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tyler.
Oh.
You guys want to thank Tyler?
I don't know if is it carrying? I can't tell from up here if it's carrying. Okay. Yeah, so this first song is called Dirt. It's about how much I don't like myself. Sorry, Mom, in advance. I am uncaring in this life. I'll be not cared for in the next. I'll add range to my work seat. You think that I'm complex. In reality, I am paper, two-dimensional and plain, an activist in words alone. I will not act on what I say, as I'm weak in my morals and actions. And I'm meek in the face of resistance. And I seek validation for my sadness, so I seem self-aware and well-meaning. I am unloving in my syntax. I'm unloved by all my peers. I'm a filthy fucking loser with dirt behind my ears. I won't deserve your sympathy and I don't deserve your praise. I'm scared of fucking up again, but I do it every day. I'm a waste of potential and effort. A basket case with no dreams of survival. Lost in space with no hope of returning. Don't fucking save whatever's left of me. That's song number 1. And the second one Second one, real quick, is better because I didn't write it. This is the song "Music for Teenagers" by Harley Poe. Yeah. Also, sorry, Mom, in advance. This one ain't too great either. Um, I sit alone in my room and I feel the days go by. I put a gun up to my head, but I don't want to die. I tell my mom and dad I think maybe I'm losing it. They laugh at me, say wait and see, oh, could they give a shit? Oh, the hell with you, nobody listens to me. Oh, the hell with everyone, they never listen to me. I asked my girlfriend during sets if she'd play dead again. I try to vomit in her mouth as I'm sticking it in. She's getting bored of me and claims I've got a dirty mind. But when I talk to her, she just rolls her eyes, so never mind. Oh, the hell with you, nobody listens to me. Oh, the hell with everyone, they never listen to me. I go out to the bars to see if I can start a fight. It's something I've been doing almost every single night. I find the biggest fucker and throw my bottle in his face. I recite little movie quotes that kick my ass out of the place. Oh, the hell with you, nobody listens to me. Oh, the hell to everyone, they never listen to me. I go to work and pour out brown liquid in each and every cup. I smile as I watch the grandmas and the yuppies sip it up. Oh, have I gone too far just to get attention? I don't care who you are, as long as there's contention. I'll post it all online for all the other wallowers. I don't want to make things better, I just want more followers. I start to notice all the pointless names we give ourselves. It's all for fame and money and shit that we put on our shelves. On second thought, I'll grab the gun, I'd rather just be dead. Subscribe and follow as I put a bullet in my head. Oh, the hell with you, nobody listens to me. Oh, the hell with everyone, they never listen to me. Oh, so good for you, please don't listen to me. It's so good for everyone if they don't listen to me. Oh, the hell with me, I've got nothing to say. Oh, the hell with all this shit. Just let me fade away.
Oh, that was so nice. I have such like a soft spot in my heart for like punk like that. That's like so furious and upset. Thank you so much. Next up, we're gonna have Rita Remember. They kind of like are one of those like requires no introduction kind of bands because they're so incredible and their stuff speaks for themselves. But here I am introducing them. So Rita Remember, come on up.
You say that, but like we do. This is where we began. You know what I mean? Like open mics and stuff. It's how you do the thing. Hi guys, I'm Zach. This is Alyssa. We are Rita Remember. Happy to be here. I'm gonna play one that I don't think I've ever played live before, so we'll see how it goes. It's called Tertiary Wizard, and I don't know if you ever read like Discworld, but there's a guy Rincewind, and he's kind of like this wizard. You think like, you know, primary wizard like Gandalf, right? And then like you have this other guy who might like not really know what he's doing, and sometimes in your life you feel, you know, you're a tertiary character, and that's okay. You're just figuring stuff out, and that's kind of what the song is about. And it goes like this. In the meadow there stands a man with his hands in his pockets, his feet in the grass, and he's crying as he looks at the sky. And the clouds pass him by up above, all the birds in the trees, well, they're singing a love, and he feels it. Oh, every damn thing. But when he tries to sing, well, he finds that the sounds that he makes, it's the howling of wolves and the hissing of snakes. And everyone's left him, so he stands alone once again. And the morning, it always comes sooner than he'd like, while he's watching the moon as it moves through its slow, lazy arc. and the writings that never made sense. Once he thought that he knew, now he's back on the fence, watching his friends as they're casting their nets far and wide, conjuring visions for kings as he sits alone and he sings. Mother, oh mother, please make me a tailor. I'll mend and I'll patch, hang my work from the rafters. Preacher, oh preacher, say I'm not eternally damned. Oh sister, oh brother, oh my God, another commandment was found in the dirt by the river. Father, oh Father, please just let me be who I am. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. In the meadow there stands a man. There stands a man, stands a man. Thank you.
Nope.
All right, thank you.
All right, friends, that was Rita Remember. If you want to give him a round of applause. And this is just like kind of, I don't know if you guys like go to a lot of open mics. If you hear something that you like, let that person know. Like, we're all having a conversation right now, and when somebody is standing up on this microphone and they're singing a lyric or saying a line from something that they wrote or read and found significant enough to share with us, you're allowed to like clap or do the poetry snap thing. Or if somebody says like that they have something new, you can go like, new shit. And if they have like old stuff, you can say like old shit. You know, like just this is your night too. So just because you're not up here doesn't mean you don't have to like participate a little. Just saying. Next up to the microphone, we're going to have Simon Robert French. Simon, if you want to come on through. Guys, it's Simon. It's Simon Robert French. I don't know if you know. Would you like a chair? Excellent. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. My name is Simon Robert French. I write a song every single day. I put all those on TikTok, and this is one called Mind Matter. Sick in the head, in the stomach, in the bed. Mind over matter, but my matter is lead. I can't look back, but won't look ahead. Sometimes I worry I'm better off dead. I'm an island, you're the sea. Make a mountain out of me. Let the whole world watch me peak. Then just up and leave. You were so long on the hunt for the fame. Search but no find, turn me into your claim. Changing the season, the time, and the frame. Tell me that I don't look quite the same. I'm an island, you're the sea. Make a mountain out of me. Let the whole world watch me peak. Then just up and leave. occupy my own space. Knock me down a few pegs. Don't be mad when someone steals your place. I'm a lifeboat, you're the sea. Make a problem just for me. Let the whole world watch me peek. Then just stop and leave. Thank you.
Guys, that was Simon Robert French. Thank you so much. You can definitely tell when somebody's doing something every single day. Friendly reminder, the sign up is by the poll under the pound sign or hashtag. If you'd like to sign up, we still have some room on the open mic. Please feel more than free. If you want to sign up one of your friends and prank them and make them feel really uncomfortable, do that too. Next up, I'm going to have ESP come on up to the microphone, please. Guys, it's ESP.
Hi, everybody. Eric, or ESP. I'm a poet, and I got two things I wanted to share with you tonight. The first one, a little more serious poem, and then go into something lighter. This poem is called Kickin'. It actually starts slow and mild. It begins with a faint pounding in your head and a growing unease in your gut. However, you know what's coming in the mail. It's that long-dreaded bill come due, and you resign yourself to pay. Pay in full you will. You wake in the small hours of night from a fevered dream, carrying the pale ashen faces of friends long dead. They are the faces of fallen comrades taken by your shared disease that is a war. Your nightshirt is soaked in frigid sweat. Around your neck you wear a slave's collar made of ice. You've long lost the itch, but the muscles of your calves, they spasm and they twitch. The vice-like pain in your hamstrings, it is excruciating and exquisite. You need the pain to stop and thrash like a drowning victim. You know you are dehydrated. The very notion of water in your stomach sends you kneeling and heaving before the devil's throne. There you leave a meager offering of mostly mucus and stomach bile. Sobbing with your cheek adhered to the bathroom tile, you think just a few milligrams would keep the beast at bay. And then you think, fuck all that, I'm kicking this shit today. This time for good. Then despite yourself, outside yourself, you watch as you tear apart the medicine cabinet anyway. This all happens before the opiates loosen their grip on your bowels. Then the real shit show does commence. You can call out sick over the long holiday weekend and kick in your own bed at home. You can kick in some state-sponsored detox that smells like a janitor's closet of a nursing home at dawn. You can kick in some plush seaside resort rehab. You can kick in a 6x8 jail cell. But it's all an illusion. It's nothing but painted backdrop scenery for your fever dream, because every addict knows all too well there's really only one place you kick, and that place is hell. This next thing, I can get my thing working here. It's really not quite a poem, not quite a story. It's something I call literary conception. The aspiring writer comes home after a hard day's work in the plastic shop. Maybe he has a few beers or a cocktail, but soon he retires to his writing. There he discovers the aroma of burning lavender incense and a soft red glow streaming from his reading lamp. The strings of a violin sing out softly, romantically. He notices his favorite notebook lying on his desk, submissively, with her blank open pages spread open for him. He fondles his ballpoint pen and gawks at her 9.75 by 7.5-inch wide ruled lines. He simply stares at her a while, lustfully admiring the soft red lines that run down her legs to form margins. He smiles, feeling perhaps a little shy about this, what is for him an inevitable endeavor. He glances at his eager pen. It's a small pen. She reassures him it's not the size of his pen that counts, but rather his prowess with it. Not having any sort of plan in mind, and all the more excited by the spontaneity of it, he sets out writing. He starts out softly, gently, careful at first, forming each letter of each word with intimate precision. The inhibitions drop with each gentle stroke of his pen. Soon he is inside and one with the inviting quarter blank page. His pen is feverishly scratching against the warm paper. Madly he is marking the page. The blood in his head pounds as he lets all the energy, all the everything inside him spill out onto the page. Faster and faster he writes with wild abandon, pushing it out onto her. More she moans. He grunts a primal grunt that rises up thick and full from somewhere in the depths of his very soul, and he writes on. From under his pen she screams out in shades of purple passion ecstasy, "Yes, oh good God, yes, give it to me, you mad, mad poet." So he writes on, harder and faster, striving for a climax, until it seems at any moment his pen might explode and spray thick, creamy, bubbling blue ink everywhere. He comes to the end of the page. With the ink still wet and strangely sticky, he closes his notebook. Feeling drained, he lies his head against her soft cardboard cover and dozes off to dream the dreams that writers dream.
And none of us are going to make any jokes about how that wasn't premature and was or wasn't or lasted longer than he needed to. We're just not going to make jokes like that because it's crass and we're better than that. Thank you for sharing, Eric. Next up is one of my favorite local acts, Bone Crushing Dogs. Please come on up. Guys, give it up for these guys.
No, because he stands.
Perfect. I stand. They get to sit. I stand.
Wow.
It's not electric, but it's loud enough. It's covered.
I don't think this one's working.
Yeah, he takes the lead in this one, so. All right, we're the Bone Crushing Dogs. My name's Dre.
I'm Eli.
We only have one song because we don't want to take up too much time. Huh?
We don't know how long the songs are.
We'll see how it is after this one. This is St. James.
Well, I went down old Joe's ballroom, down on the corner by the square, yeah. They were serving drinks as usual, and the usual crowd was there. In the corner sat Big Joe Mackenzie, his eyes were bloodshot red. And as he turned to address the crowd around him, these were the very words that he said. Well, I went down to St. James Infirmary, see my baby there. She was laid out on that long white table, so cold, so pale, so fair. Let it go, God bless her, wherever she may be. Let her search that whole wide world over, never find a man as sweet as me. No, she'll never find a man as sweet as me. won't you bury me in my high top Stetson hat? Put a $20 gold piece on my watch hands. The gang will know what that's standing pat. I want 6 crap shooters for pallbearers. Pretty gal, sing me a song. I want a jazz band on my hearse wagon. Race hell as we roll along. Won't you roll out that rubber tarmac? Won't you roll out that rubber tarmac? 13 men go down to that old graveyard. 12 of the men coming back. Now that you heard my story, have another shot of the booze. And if anybody should ask, I got those St. James Infirmary blues. I got those St. James Infirmary blues. This microphone will not stand up.
Thank you guys.
I don't want it to fall. It looks like it's gonna.
All right, guys, that was Bone Crushing Dogs. They're one of those bands, like, every time you see them, they're, like, better. It's really cool. So I would also recommend, if you're interested in any of the acts that you're seeing, people that you're seeing, social media is how we're all connected. Obviously, if you're somebody that's played and want people that are here to remember you, please feel free to, like, post your socials, let people know who you are. Like I said, the sign-up sheet is still out back. If you'd like to sign up, please feel more than free. Next up, we're going to have Miles Bridge. Miles Bridge, please come on through.
Thank you. Oh, how's everyone doing tonight? About to be a lot worse. So, I just recently went to a Bone Thugs and Harmony concert down in Florida. It was good. They put on a wonderful show, and it was really, really cool because I assumed all rappers from the 90s were either dead or only played the halftime show at the Super Bowl. But it makes sense they're still touring 3 decades after they formed, because 4 out of 5 of the members have a combined 18 kids, and child support doesn't pay for itself. If you don't believe me, just ask my uncle. He's got 2 kids in their 20s. He's still coughing up $1,600 a month. But I could tell real quick that no one in the crowd was there for Bone Thugs, because by their 3rd song, I looked out at the crowd at 2,000. There was only 2 people rapping along with the song. They just so happened to be the only 2 black people there. This place looked more like a KKK meeting than a concert. But don't get me wrong, the crowd was getting down with the music, and Bone Thugs was really good at getting them all hyped up, but I was sort of under the impression going in that all white people kind of knew the respectful rap head bop, where you nod your head up and down to the music, maybe yell out a couple lyrics, but let's not pretend like our dads left when we were born, I don't know my real dad, so. But the best part about the concert was everyone waited till the gangster rappers got off stage to smoke weed. And it makes sense. Sublime with Rome was playing right after them, and everybody wanted to smoke 2 joints while they played Smoke 2 Joints. I'm no hypocrite. I was waiting for the same fucking thing. But it just goes to show you, they waited for the only 5 black people performing to get off stage until they smoked their joints. Just goes to show you how little these Floridians really cared about George Floyd. It's a tough one, I know. I got a couple one-liners I'm trying out. Road trips, they're kind of like Jews. Some people really like them. Some people love them. Some people don't. You know, that's their thing. I love all people. I'd love to preface that, but pregnancy scares, I think they're bullshit. You know, you're either pregnant or you're not. You want to talk about a pregnancy scare? Talk to Virgin Mary. That bitch didn't even see a dick and had a bun in the oven. All right, that's all I got for you tonight. Thank you.
That was Miles Bridge. That was the most like torn between laughing and scowling I have felt all night. That was wonderful. Next up, if I could have Corey Bridge to the mic, please.
Thank you so much. All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? All right, so I'm going to tell you how I got into comedy. I'm going to tell you the first joke I ever told when I was 5 years old. I almost got expelled from school. But how do you catch an elephant? All right, well, there we go. We're good with that. You dig a great big hole. You put ashes in it. You wait till an elephant comes along, and you kick him in the ash hole. I know, that's a cheesy one, but I was 5 years old, okay? All right, I was like, I almost got expelled from school from that. I was like, okay. I was like, they called my parents and everything. Now I'm going to turn it a little bit dark, okay? But let's get everybody here. So my mom's dead. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh my God. All right. No, usually people laugh at that, and I don't know why people laugh at that. I was like, oh, because it's not really funny. But here's the funny part is it's not on her birthday. It's not the day that she died. It's my parents' anniversary that my dad gets most upset. And he gets really upset. And I know it. And I try to avoid him like all day long. But eventually I have to talk to my dad. And I'm like, hey, Dad, how are you doing today? I'm okay. I'm doing all right. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. I was like, you miss Mom? Yeah, of course I miss your mom. Then he says, at least I'm not the one that gave up on this marriage. I told you it was going to be dark, all right? Easy, all right? Okay. So I'm going to tell you something else. I don't know how well this is going to go over with this crowd here. And I was like, but I'm not gay. Oh, that worked out. Okay. It's like, awesome. Okay. But no, I get it, because I often get pegged for it. Oh, you're welcome for that one. Okay. No. So no, here's the biggest problem is it could be the way I dress, it could be the way I talk, it could be my mannerisms. All right, shrug your shoulder every once in a while. Okay, we understand that, ladies. You know how to get a drink, right? I'm like, Here's the problem: is when my fiance calls me out on it, I have a problem with that. But that's his fucking problem. Yeah, you like that one? No, I'm gonna tell you why exactly how I'm not gay. It was like I watched the manliest of manliest movies ever made, and it's a movie called Titanic. Yeah, just okay. Somebody's clapping. All right. Yeah, no, it is. It really is. That movie came out in December of 1997. I was a teenager. I was 17, and all the girls wanted to go see that movie. And oh wait, I have to take this back. I suffer from a condition that not a lot of people know about. I suffer a condition called SLAC. That's SLAC. That's called small, light, and cute. Okay? And the biggest problem that we have is when you suffer from SLAC is people that suffer from tada. That's tall, dark, and handsome. Like this guy fucking right here. Like, okay? This is the biggest friggin' problem. But I got my revenge when Titanic came out in December 1997. All the tall, dark, and handsome guys that had all the girlfriends, and it was like they couldn't get to the show. I had a car. I had money. I brought them all. Do you guys know how much a hand job cost in 1997? Because I know how many 17 of them cost. All right, thank you. My name is Corey Bridge. Have a good night.
Yeah, so like usually when people come up and then I'm like kind of listening to them and like, oh, like what am I gonna like say and kind of like bring you guys and like kind of put like a period on their thing. And I was like, I would say like I would go see Titanic with him, and now I wouldn't, and I regret thinking it. Instinct. Next up to the mic, if I could please have Carissa Smith, please. Carissa, come on through.
So I'm going to read 2 original poems, different back to back. The first one I wrote about 14 years ago, and it was the first poem I submitted and I won first place for. And the person I wrote it about put it on some fancy cardstock, put it in a frame, hung it on the wall. And the second poem is a change of scenery with that same person I wrote the first poem about. So here goes nothing. So the first poem is called Listen. Again, I wrote this 14 years ago. Come step outside for a moment away from the people who we both know you do not want to be around. I can really see you now, better than ever. Finally, I've gotten a chance to understand your pain. The longer you kept your secrets, anxieties, or anger, and your tears corked inside that message bottle, the longer it will take to break it. And once you do, the hard part is smoothing out those edges. We are somewhat the same. I have thrown my own bottle out to sea. I have my differences with this life, and I have viewed them at my own discretion. It is not your life that stinks, but rather the determination to fix this situation. Forgive me when I am silent, because all I want to do is listen. All I ever wanted to do was be there for you. The second poem, 10, 12, 13 years later, is called Goodbye. You chose a life of darkness, choosing a victim mentality. Shame is riddled through your soul. I am not mad because I can no longer hear you speak. As you cry to those you know have never been interested in listening to me. You were the one who said would leave if you felt like the world was crashing down. Not me. I was forced out. You were chosen. I'm pretty sure you were asked to even stay. Even though you wanted it all to end, you have always been chosen over me. You were always unconditionally protected. Well, I was somehow responsible for your happiness. All those glass bottles you kept that once held all the alcohol you supposedly never drank are shattered. I didn't smash them. Oh, you don't remember? Awesome, because unfortunately, I do. We fought like we were in love, but neither of us knew what love was. You thought it was my job to keep your head above water, but you continued to search for those damn bottles at the bottom of that dark, cold ocean floor. My question after all these years is, how did we get from that to this? It's rhetorical because no, I don't want to go back to a life with you in it. I am incapable of bringing back to life something that is already dead inside. So this, I say goodbye.
So that's what I like love about poetry. You can hear a line and you're like, yeah, like that's exactly how that feels. And I can no longer hear Yeah, I felt that. Thank you so much for sharing. Real quick. Next up is going to be Kathy Swanty, and she's going to need a second. So to give her a second, I just wanted to read you guys a poem that I like. It's called First Fig. I just got a tattoo about it. It's very short. My candle burns at both ends. It will not last the night. But my foes and oh, my friends, it gives a lovely light. Thanks, guys. Next up is Kathy Swanty. Come on through, band.
So I'm going to date myself with this one. Early in the evening, just about supper time, over by the courthouse, they're starting to unwind. 4 kids on the corner trying to bring you up. Willie picks a tune out and he blows it on his harp. Down on the corner, out in the streets, Willie and the poor boys are playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet. Rooster hits the washboard and people just got to smile. Blinky thumps the gut bass and he sold for a while. Porter bangs the rhythm out on his Kalamazoo. Willie goes into a dance and doubles on kazoo. Down on the corner, out in the streets, Willie and the poor boys playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet. Down on the corner, out in the streets, Willie and the poor boys playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet. You don't need a penny just to hang around. If you got a nickel, won't you lay money down? Over on the corner, there's a happy noise. People come from all around just to watch the magic boy. Down on the corner, out in the streets, Willie and the poor boys playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet. Down on the corner, out in the streets, Willie and the poor boys playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet.
I have 3 to 5 minutes between every act to get up here, so I've just been like being a little quicker as a courtesy. That was Kathy Swanty. Thank you. Next up to this extremely open mic, if Megan Edelston. Megan, come on through.
Hi there. I'm
considering doing a song, but I'm kind of overwhelmed at the notion of doing it. So, Zach's telling me, yeah, and Alyssa, wow, thanks, guys. I'm just gonna pull up the lyrics just so in case I lose my place, I can find it. Just a content warning about this song. It is about sexual assault, so I wanted people to have time to prepare for that or leave if they need to. 5 a.m. Friday morning, Thursday night, far from sleep. I'm still up and driving, can't go home, obviously. So I'll just change direction, 'cause they'll soon know where I live. And I wanna live, got a full tank and some chips. Was me and a gun and a man on my back, and I sang holy, holy as he buttoned down his pants. You can laugh, it's kind of funny, the things you think at times like these. Like I haven't seen Barbados, so I must get out of this. Yes, I wore a slinky red thing. Does that mean I should spread for you, your friends, your father, Mr. Ed? Was me and a gun and a man on my back, but I haven't seen Barbados, so I must get out of this. And I know what this means. Me and Jesus a few years back used to hang, and he said, it's your choice, babe, just remember, I don't think you'll be back in 3 days' time, so you choose well. Tell me what's right. Is it my right to be on my stomach? Fred Seville was me and a gun and a man on my back, but I haven't seen Barbados, so I must get out of this. And do you know Carolina, where the biscuits are soft and sweet? These things go through your head when there's a man on your back and you're pushed flat on your stomach. It's not a classic Cadillac. It's me and a gun and a man on my back, but I haven't seen Barbados, so I must get out of this. I haven't seen Barbados, so I must get out of this. I don't think I have time for a poem. Do I?
We're running like a
We're running behind? All right, next person get up here. Yeah.
Yeah. So just so you know, Megan's gonna do another poem. I'm not trying to show favoritism to Megan. I barely even like her. It's whatever.
That's fair.
If any other performers would like to get back on the Openest Mic, again, like, we need some more stuff. People might be showing up late. We don't want them to come into an empty spot. Thank you, Tyler. If you'd like to do another poem, please do a poem.
Thank you. I just gotta find it on my notes. Thanks for being here, guys. Happy to see new faces and hear new voices. This is a lot of fun and nerve-wracking. Yeah, no, I'm struggling to find this. I should have had this pulled up before. I can just do a poem that I sent to myself earlier. Just kidding, it didn't send. All right, well, thanks, guys. Thanks for...
So that's like the funny thing about open mics. Sometimes you'll have like a bunch of people sign up and then it goes like hours over and you worry that you're like totally alienating Smokestack forever. And then sometimes you just can't find the poem. That's kind of, again, the point of an open mic. Again, a friendly reminder, sign up is right by the post, by the pound sign. Next up, if I can please have Katie Follett up to the stage, please.
I imagine myself reading this sitting down, so I'm gonna sit down. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oops. Can I lower this a bit? Thank you. All right. I might have to look at my phone because I wrote some of this today, but I'm gonna do my best. Sometimes I'm sitting somewhere and I remember that my dad died. The thought comes uninvited, and I feel myself start to get up and leave the room, except my body's still there. Now I'm in a small room, and I shut the door behind me, and I'm alone. And I can still hear voices and noises, but it's muffled. I sit down and my head hangs low, and my mind begins to race, but so much so that it actually slows down. And it's like the scene of a movie when like two opposing enemies are getting ready to go to war in a forest or an open field, and they're running full speed at each other, and the director stops the scene right before they meet. And you can see the guns drawn and the arrows pulled back and the axes and the hatches ready to strike down. The details of the looks on their faces contorted with anger. That's where my brain stops working. And I get stuck in a thought that I can't make out, but I have a sense for. I used to hate those scenes in the movies because I would be so afraid that the people or the characters that I was rooting for wouldn't make it. But I always had a feeling that I knew how the movie would end and that my character would survive and everyone would be okay. But once in a while, to my utter shock and disbelief, and out of nowhere, my character would be killed. The person I was rooting for would die. And my jaw would hit the floor, and my eyes would well up in tears, and I could feel the anger rise. But there was nothing I could do except hate the director and hope that the rest of the movie would be good. I think I'm stuck in that moment when my favorite character dies. Except it's not a character in a movie. It was my dad. Eventually, I'm drawn back into the room that I left, and I quietly re-enter. And I utter words, and I smile, and I fidget, and nobody but me knows I was gone. That's it. Thank you.
Katie, I just want to say, like, thank you so much for sharing that. And guys, if you just want to, again, just kind of like take that moment, let that kind of like sink in. Again, a beautiful thing about open mics is as much as we're like here to have a good time, it's not just like a good time, it's the whole human experience. So thanks for being in this experience with me. And yeah, if we could just kind of like hold space for people who maybe kind of like have those wounds, you know, and just treat them a little sensitively in general. And here, if I could please have Cindy Bridge up to the mic next. It's your turn, Cindy.
All right, so this is my first time doing something like this. So here we go. Thank you. So I got divorced about 10 years ago. Exactly, thank you. So after a couple years of being by myself, I decided, you know, it's time to go out and find someone. So how am I going to do that? I don't know. So I joined a softball team. That didn't work. So I finally broke down and did what many of us desperate people do, and I went online and joined a dating site, Match.com. And I'm thinking, this is going to be good. I have a good feeling about this. So every time you log onto your email, you get matches sent to you. So one morning I logged on and I got an email from Match.com, and it said, we have a bunch of matches for you. And I was very excited, very hopeful. So I look at the description on one, and the person was in my age group, and they had a lot of the same interests as me, which was great. So I, feeling very hopeful, I clicked on it, and the picture that popped up was my nephew. Well, yeah, we do have a lot of the same interests. We're related. But Match.com, you know, they try to get you. They say, do you want this person's contact information? Just pay us, and we'll give it to you. Joke's on you. I have his contact information. So I gave him a call. Thank you.
Guys, I think Cindy is still single. Yeah. This is a really fucking open mic tonight, guys. Sorry. If I could please have to the mic Simon Robert French, please.
Do 155 if you want. My mom wanted me to play again. She's my momager. It's like Dance Moms, but like music. It's very fun. Okay, if anyone has seen the movie Big Fish, this song is loosely based on that idea, except it's a person who sees how everyone's gonna die, and it's called Oh Carolina. Oh, Carolina, you did your best. Fell right from heaven into this mess. You always said you were up for the test. But was that only in jest? Oh, Carolina, give me your worst. Show me my future inside a hearse. No matter how much you say it'll hurt, I'll feel better in the dirt. Oh, Carolina, it's such a shame. You're far too young to go through all this pain. Did you let go of the face and the name? Or are your efforts in vain? Oh, Carolina, what do you see? What does the future have in store for me? Will I be everything I want to be? Or should I move forward quietly? Thank you. Okay, one more. This is a song I wrote about my grandparents and seeing them just exist as a couple for my entire life. It's called Thick as Thieves. Where do you end? Where do I begin? We're blurred together as if we've always been. Thick as thieves, tongue in cheek. We'll never be just you or just me. Who do you love? Who feels like home? Could it be me? Shouldn't I know? No need to rush. We can go slow. We will settle in and we'll grow. Some distant day we'll have to part. I'll go to heaven before you depart. Don't be afraid, I won't be far. I will always be in your heart. Thank you.
Crying at the open mic. That was such a beautiful love song. I think there's something like really special about a long-term kind of love, and I think that really captured it super beautifully. Okay, not crying at the open mic. Cool. Next up to the mic, may I please have Adelaide Barnes, please? Hold on, is that the Adelaide Barnes?
Hi guys, I'm gonna read a poem. It's a really long poem, but it's a poem. Oh, that's loud. Okay. I don't really care about how your day was, and I don't want you to care about mine. I want to know who you thought of on your third cup of coffee and which thoughts passed through that deserve to have more time. I want to know how full the subway was on your ride home, and if you could fill it with anybody, who would be stuck in such a liminal space with you. I don't remember my first subway ride, but I remember my first with her, and it's really the only one that matters. I remember our first hug, but not our first kiss, but I remember my first kiss with another girl, and that one deserves more recognition, if only in a memory. I don't care so much about who upset you as who made you laugh today and how everything else disappeared for a minute. 60 seconds is too short to sum up the day, so let's have a conversation. See where the words take us and what emotions are left at the end of it. I saw lightning for the first time in months, and although I wished every chance I got for a storm, all I could think of is how scared she is when she hears claps of thunder. I've learned to prefer when it rolls steady without warning and not quite all at once. I tell you about what I think my cats are thinking and how the youngest knows he's holding this marriage together, how it feels like a guilt trip every time we say his name and wonder what if. Who gets the extra pieces that don't fit in either of our boxes or both? I would have so much more time to wonder what to do and who to feed and what to look for when love tiptoes through again. I've been waiting for tulips all winter, but instead I say I'm glad the days are getting longer. Ecstatic that more sun means less sleep and I can run on fumes forever to listen to you talk. I found my first mosquito of the season as it flew misguided into the middle of my grilled cheese, and I wonder if it was disappointed. I wish your eyes would grow weary before your tongue ran out of steam, but mostly I hope it was a good day. I hope you thought a lot and looked forward to dreams. I hope the sunset made you stop and the red lights made you roll your eyes. I hope I'm in the passenger seat for as long as it takes for the last atlas to burn, and history will be made when no one else is paying attention. I don't know where the words come from, but I wish you would find them as easily as the vegetables in the supermarket when you ask what I want for dinner. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Adelaide. I feel you on that like passenger vibes forever. Wonderful. If I could have Amanda Parsons up next, please. Amanda Parsons? It looks like that's a no. Kat Gabriel. If I could have you up next, please. Come on up. I've known Kat since she was 6, and this is probably out of character for her. So thank you for being here. Guys, if we could do it again, I'm kind of dragging her. Thank you.
So if y'all heard Laura in the beginning when she said if your friend might go up to the mic and you add her name to it. Hi. I wrote a little poem here while sitting here. I didn't bring my own microphone. That's okay. I don't know how to hook it up. Thank you so much, Davey. I didn't bring my own guitar. That's okay, because I don't know how to play it. I didn't read the instructions because they don't exist. I didn't bring my whole life here tonight. I didn't read the instructions because they don't exist. I didn't bring social justice here tonight. I don't know how to run it. I didn't read the instructions because they don't exist. I didn't bring world peace here tonight. I don't know how to make it because I didn't read the instructions because they don't exist. I didn't bring my religion tonight because I don't know how to run it. I didn't read the instructions because they don't exist. I didn't bring you here tonight. I don't know how to run you. I didn't read the instructions because they don't exist. Thank you.
Yeah, so kind of when my friend Monique and I were designing like the flyers for these events, we were kind of like, what vibe and like energy do we want to create? Obviously like positivity, obviously friendliness, obviously like shit like that, the stuff that's gonna like get you in the door. The biggest thing for me was like a freedom to like fail. There aren't any instructions. We're all just getting together. This is bullshit, guys. Like there's no pressure. Like this is our free time. Nobody's paying you, nobody's assigned you, there's no deadlines. This is all like voluntary, and yeah, instructions not included for sure. Can I get Rita Remember to come back on stage? Rita Remember is coming back on stage, guys. They are coming, I promise. Take your time, take your time, take your time. Again, it's the nagging of the MC, I'm sorry. Come on, guys. Yeah, please, if you don't mind. Thank you so much.
This song's also about religion in its own way. Are we doing two? Yeah. One's about religion and one's about a lizard. They're very different songs. The lizard does start a religion. It's called Lizard. What is that? I don't know what I'm talking about. Do you want to do lizard? Do you want to do G? All right, we're going to do the lizard one first. It goes like this. Give it for Alyssa on melodica. Isn't that a cool instrument? There's a lizard on your stoop and it's falling asleep to the sound that your sprinkler makes when it leaks on. Yeah, yeah. Now the trees, they're losing their leaves on your lawn, and the wind don't blow unless it's coming on too strong. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. And it's hard to say where the time all went when you're looking around your tenements and you're thinking that maybe you should go. Well, go. Well, I wouldn't try to stop you this time. I know I couldn't change your mind. Well, I know I've seen you make that face before. You don't need to tell me I'm still 37 seconds behind. There's a lizard on your stoop and it's falling asleep to the sound that your sprinkler makes when it leaks on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And now the trees, they're losing their leaves on your lawn, and the wind don't blow unless it's coming on too strong. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's called Lizard. We got one more for y'all.
We
got one
totally
more for
could have
y'all.
knocked that out in a minute and a half.
We
the
could have
last
done that in a
time.
minute and a half
We
probably if I had
definitely
played
could
it
have
a little bit faster. I used to play guitar like this,
done that. Sure.
and all my songs were done in like a minute 30 seconds.
He
and
also broke strings every single time.
multiple in some shows, but that's okay. This song's called For What It's Worth, and again, it's sort of about religion, sort of about avoiding pitfalls in your younger life as you try to make your way. It goes like this. So you Tom Moser. For what it's worth, this is the worst it's been in some time. I can't promise it's the worst it's gonna be. I just got tired of the same gig every time. I just got tired of the person you expected me to be. You say to me, well, you can't leave all that here, but I can hear you. Won't you pack it up for me? I'm in a car now, and they're talking about religion. And I really want to leave. Because I've been here. Because I've heard this all before. Because while it's a different story, it's based on familiar themes. There's all this higher power, new beginnings. Climb the mountain, tame the beast. You're on the edge, give in to glory. Just get back up, get on your feet. I'm in a building, and I'm 5 to 8 years older than I am now, and there's a crowd, and I'm unsure if it's for me. I know I'm speaking. I know at least I'm making noise. I could be singing, laughing, shouting, crying, or just talking in my sleep, and you're amazing. And I don't deserve to be here. And I don't deserve this 15th chance that's placed in front of me. I'm a failure. But there are choices I can make. Keep moving forward. Act with kindness. Find my peace.
That was Read or Remember, guys. I can never decide if I love like their harmonies more or like their little. I don't know what your instrument is called. I've been calling it a song bong for the last like 2 months. I don't know, but I love it. I love it. It sounds so good. Next up to the mic, may I please have Kyle Davis, please. Kyle Davis to the mic, please. Guys, it's Kyle Davis to the mic. Please, please. I know it's getting late. Come on through, friend.
Can I have one of those hugs, actually?
Get over here, Fran. Oh my god.
Oh, jeez, this isn't gonna work. Hello, everybody.
If you need to, oh, I'm so sorry. You're too tall to perform with the open mic.
I am, in fact, a giant. That's my talent. Good night, everybody.
He's very tall, guys.
Hey! Thank you. Hi, Wendy. Me and Wendy used to work together at Barnes & Noble. Yeah, had some good times there. Has anyone ever missed a flight? Like been late for a flight? You over there? Yeah. Has anyone ever been to Las Vegas? Yeah. The worst place to miss a flight is in Las Vegas because you're always going to get in trouble. Like 100% of the time. Like it just never ends. This is a poem that I wrote about a time that I got left behind in Las Vegas and I missed a flight and I couldn't get myself back home. It's called, aptly named, The Vegas Poem, if that makes sense. I told myself that this time I would endure the charms of Las Vegas and not become enchanted by her desert magic. I would not let the heat make an enthusiastic sinner of me. I will not befriend the doorman and buy his Uncle Tito's cocaine. I would not buy any cocaine for that matter. Though if a kind companion were to offer a bump, I wouldn't refuse. And there I go, already compromising myself. I will not have a bump or even rub my gums to numbing bliss, nor would I drink Jameson. Okay, maybe some, but only because of the rarity of which I find myself in this simmering heap. But when I'm good and drunk, I will not call the doorman for the cocaine. Just some weed. Some overpriced kind bud that wouldn't do the job anywhere else, but here is such sweet shit. And when I tell him it's okay to bring just a little cocaine, I wouldn't do lines with him off the bathroom mirror that I ripped off the wall with my whiskey strength. Big fat white caterpillar lines, David Lee Roth lines, fucking Motley Crue lines and shit. And after I will not let him call his friends that dance at the club off the strip to come and partake in our Colombian buffet, our Peruvian chili cook-off, if you will. And I will not make out with a stripper. Not after the last time. And I will not leave my wallet to be robbed by the others while I'm busy playing Where's My Mouth with said stripper. I will not go to the casino and booze and gamble and make flirty eyes at every tall blonde that breathes. I will most definitely not relieve myself in the Bellagio fountain in front of a very nice but very offended-looking vacationing couple who for some god-awful reason decided to bring their yelping kids to this endless, sweaty rim job that is the Vegas Strip. I will not go to Caesars and recite Mark Antony's eulogy in a drunken coke-fueled masterclass on oratory for the Japanese businessmen waiting to check in the lobby. And after I'm thrown back out onto the strip, I will not call the doorman for some more of Uncle Tito's Peruvian marching powder and watch the clock spin in circles as I debate with myself on the cold bathroom tile if I'm having a heart attack or a panic attack. I will not watch the sunrise over the Sierra Nevadas and unceremoniously kick the strippers out and the pursed-out dredge of a doorman into the oppressive heat of this hedonistic oasis. I will not stare at my bloodshot spiderweb eyes in the mirror and wonder what the fuck I was thinking coming here and where all these stains on my shirt came from. I will not keep having this conversation with myself any longer because this is Vegas, and Vegas is irrepressible. And I will not fight her because I will lose. So I will pursue that neon night and cast off the banal chains of such urbanity, and I become at last a creature of will and slip my leash, and then God help you. Thank you.
Hey guys! Yeah, so I've never done cocaine and now I kind of want it. Thanks, Kyle Davis. Woo! The descent begins. It sounds really fun. It sounds like a really good idea. Okay, I guess I'm not going to do drugs. Anyway, this is kind of special. Next up is Tyler Hopp. Tyler, please come to this open mic.
Thank you. All right. I have a couple poems to share. First one is called Retail. I think a lot of us can relate to this, working in retail. All right. Fold shirt, fold tie, fold sock, fold shirt again. What's your size? Steal a sale, steal a shirt, steal a tie, steal a sock, steal a shirt again. Fold shirt, fold tie, fold sock, fold shirt again. What's your size? Steal a sale, steal a shirt, steal a tie, steal a sock, steal a shirt again. Corporate theft is not theft. Thank you. This next poem is called New Jersey, the Gray Garden State. Multi-lane highway, concrete divider, strip mall, real mall. Parking lots, lots of parking lots. Suburbs either miles of gray or miles of green. The Garden State for those driving nice cars. The garden at my grandparents' retirement community is called Gray Gardens. Seems appropriate. Passing the James Gandolfini rest area, I realized that this state is an enigma. Thank you. All right. My final poem is unnamed. All right. I see myself as a leftist. I believe in women's right to choose. I believe that housing, food, and water should be free. I believe that health care is a right and shouldn't bankrupt someone. I believe that education should be free, that policing needs reform. I believe in reparations. I believe in gun restrictions. I believe that everybody should unionize. I believe that the ultra-rich should pay their fair share of taxes. I believe gender, God, and society are all constructs. You can be whatever you want to be. I believe that one day we may be able to achieve this utopia. I believe in us. And I love that I live in a world where a show called MILF Manor appears on the Learning Channel. Thank you.
Guys, that was Tyler. If we could just do it again for Tyler. Thank you so much. Real quick, just like while I have your ear, my favorite thing that I've ever seen Tyler do, besides like a solid like year of like really genuine friendship and like considerate listening and like compassion and like tearing me away from fistfights occasionally, is we've done open mics and he will just go up and in a dead ass serious, totally straightforward, poetic way, do the lyrics to Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit. It's beautiful. It's genius. Anyway, I just want to remind people that the sign up is near the post on a table. It's in a notebook. There's a pound symbol or a hashtag, whatever you want to call it. Basically, I want to be giving people like a couple minutes here and there, but you know, if there's not a ton of signups, you can come up a couple times. If you like how it feels to be on a stage, we want to watch you, basically. If I could just have Worms in Cages come up again, please. And if I could have you guys, I'd be a little excited about that. Thank you so much.
Oh boy, I'm back. I'm a man of many talents. I write music. I sing that music. You could call that singing, I guess. But one of my favorite things to do, and the thing that I think gets the most applause from people, is comedy. And so I had an entire stand-up bit ready, but I want to interrupt it first to tell you something that happened less than 15 minutes ago. So my stepdad, he is amazing. He's great. He's awesome. I think sometimes we're two very different people. He was raised Irish Catholic. I am Jewish. I think that's the main one, you know? I feel that's like two different planets, you know? They confuse me, those Irishmen. And so he tries to relate to me sometimes. And so he sent me the link to a Netflix movie called, and I think he was like, oh, you're Jewish. This is a Jewish and you'll like this. It's called You Are So Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah. And the description of this movie is BFFs Stacy and Lydia are both planning bat mitzvahs. But it all unravels when a popular boy in middle school drama threatened to ruin everything. That's just okay, whatever. The thing that freaked me out. This movie is starring Idina Menzel and Adam Sandler. So I need to ask you the question: which ones are the middle schoolers? With that being said, I do have another quick. Do I have time? Yeah, I also have. I wanted to tell a story or two about when I used to work at a retail job. I used to work at Five Below over in Leominster, and I worked there for almost a year and a half. So, I really got to see every kind of story, every kind of just thing happen. My personal favorite thing that happened more often than not was, so basically at Five Below, you have, people enter and then you have the registers right here. It is the cashier's job. And every person who comes in, every single goddamn person, if they come in, welcome to Five Below at the top of your lungs. And if you're not loud enough, they'll tell you you're not loud enough. As you can probably guess, I was never not loud enough. And my favorite thing that people would do sometimes is I'd be like, "Oh, welcome to Five Below." Look, turn to me. What? And then I'm like, "Okay, welcome to Five Below." And they're like, "Okay," as if I'm the suspicious one. I feel like they're like a sleeper agent, and "welcome to Five Below" is really close to their like trigger phrase, but not quite. And so they're just like on alert. Another thing I experienced a lot of, Five Below, it has a very large candy section and a very large toy section. So we have a very large child population. And children are kind of like, they're like, if a drunk adult and a tiny dog, like Dragon Ball Z fusion dance mixed. My favorite thing that children at Five Below do is like, they'll find like a toy that either they want to buy or that their mom is buying, like they want their mom to buy for them, or that their mom is buying for them. And they'll come to me to like talk about it as if I care. And sometimes they'll get so excited about this thing that they stop speaking English. And I don't mean like, oh, they start speaking a different language. No, they start speaking nothing. They'll come up to me, "Yeah, this is fine, that's a phrase." And I'm like, "Yeah, man. Yeah, that's awesome." It becomes like Scatman at a certain point, "Oh yeah, this is from Roblox, and it's ep deep deep ba ba," and I just have to be like, "Dude, that's so cool." I have notes here. Hold on, let me refer to my notes. I thought I had it memorized. I don't. Children are great, I don't want kids though. I don't think I want kids. You want to know why? It's so expensive, On the black market, you used to be able to buy a kid for a couple hundred. Now it's like, now inflation is just like, thanks, Biden. Like, come on now. And if you're out in the audience and you don't have kids and you're wondering if you want kids, do yourself a favor. Go down to Leominster. Go to Water Tower Plaza. That's where Barnes & Noble is and all that. Go to like the back corner of the plaza where Five Below is. Go in there and just stand in one spot for 6 hours. Because let me tell you, that was an educational experience. I think I'm going like celibate. I think I'm gonna join like a church. I think I'm gonna be a nun. I think that's the route that's best for me after all that. That's all I have for you. Thank you.
What a delight, Worms and Cages. Thank you so much for coming up. Guys, I just wanted to bring your attention again. We're in Smokestack Roasters. If you guys are thirsty or hungry, it's right over there. It's so easy. They have the hibiscus lime press seltzers as well. Side note, very tasty. I'd also like to bring your attention. We have a vendor this evening, Sarah Underhill. We have some of her original art. We have some character-based art. What I love about Sarah's art is actually her custom work. She's done a couple custom pieces for myself, for some family members. I actually had a kitten that died suddenly, just to really fucking bring the mood down, dead kittens. And Sarah painted a really gorgeous portrait of that cat unasked for it. And it was kind of maybe the sweetest gift she's ever given me. If I ignore the earrings that she gave me tonight that say poet, it's probably the nicest thing anybody's ever done. So if you guys want to soak up Sarah's vibe for a second, she's right there in the corner. Speaking of soaking up vibes, can I have Bone Crushing Dogs back up, please? Please, as a personal favor, guys, can you come back up?
don't know how to work this. Okay. I didn't know if I had to do anything. I got nervous. Nope.
Y'all probably know this one. It's a really old one. You ready?
Yeah.
There is a house down in New Orleans they call the rising sun. And it's been the ruin of many a poor girl and me, oh God, I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sold these new blue jeans. And my sweetheart was a gambler, Lord, down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time that he's satisfied is when he's on a drunk. And he fills his glasses up to the brim, and then he'll pass the cards around. And the only pleasure he gets out of life is rambling from town to town. Tell my baby sister not to do what I have done, but to shun that house down in New Orleans they call the rising sun. Well, it's one foot on the platform and the other foot on the train. I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. I'm going back to New Orleans. My race is almost run. I'm going back to end my life down in the rising sun. There is a house down in New Orleans they call the rising sun.
ruin on many a poor girl, and me, oh God, I'm one.
Thank you.
Guys, that was Bone Crushing Dogs. Give it another hand. Give it another hand. I never realized how like long smokestack roasters is, having like Scary at the top. So thank you guys for bearing with me. May I please have Eric back to this microphone? ESP, come on up, guys. If you remember his first poems.
Hi, everybody. I brought one more poem with me, so I figured, why not? I also wanted to mention, if you do happen to enjoy my poetry, you can check out Poems ESP on TikTok. And on September 28th, I'll be one of 3 featured poets at the Poetorium at the Starlight Lounge in Southbridge. This is a little poem called Of Utterances and Incantations. Somewhere in a cafe by the sea, 14 powerful poets, wordsmiths every one, gathered unto the circle. The mystic bells they chimed, the poets they ranted and they rhymed. They spoke of life and they spoke of death. They spoke lies and truth with every breath. They spoke of things past and things yet to come. They spoke of the moon and made incantations unto the sun. They made utterances filled with sorrows and joys, utterances of pain and long-lost toys, utterances of tombs and heroes hitherto unsung. All these words from their hearts, from the cores they wrung, words like water wrung from the mangler of an ancient washing machine, words still wet spewed forth and fell to the floor with a smack, words they had hoarded and fiended over like crack. Now no more than dry and husk, with their magic all used up. A barista working overtime swept up the remains from the tile floor. As she worked, she noticed an old man still scribbling away by the door. You poets, why do you leave such a mess for me to clean? All these silly words, their meaning I can hardly glean. I mean, some are dirty, and over there under that chair, that one's downright obscene. I see, said the old man, looking down. But imagine if just 1 or 2 they survive. Imagine they go viral, they spread and they thrive. Think of Shakespeare or Thomas Paine, or that fool that wrote Gilgamesh, oh, what's his name? Words humanity's last gasp, chiseled in stone in anonymity, penned on parchment for best posterity, encoded in bits and bytes and beamed to the stars. When you and I are gone, my dear, they may be all that is left. The barista sighed. That may well be, but when I look around, do you know what I see? Just more mess for me to clean up. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eric. I love just imagining a spot, like a spill of words onto a floor, maybe like a Scrabble tile kind of image. Anyway, if I could have next to the stage Scott McGrath, please. Come on up, guys. Come on up. Yeah. Enjoy.
This is the plug? Yep. Ooh, it makes noise. Wow, this is really short.
Hey now. No body shaming at the Openest Mic. I'm 5'2.5".
All right, well, somewhat short. The Fredericks made me do this. I'll get back at them later. The Fred mix, yeah, maybe. What is this rug? My band usually doesn't let me speak very much. They know better. So this is dangerous, I suppose. Usually they come up here with the hook. Don't let them talk. My girlfriend's daughter and I drive around sometimes when we have to, and sometimes I let her use the radio when I have to. But about a year or two ago, she started listening to sea shanties, something she found on TikTok. So it was more acceptable than the other things she listened to. So we listened to sea shanties in the car all the time, like all the time. So I've tried to write one song about the sea. It's not really a sea shanty, but talks about the ocean. This is called Let the Typhoon Sing. We set our sails for waters far away from any part of this. We waved goodbye. When I come back, I will repay that kiss that you gave me. That you gave to me. You moved away. I should have wondered all those nights alone at sea, under the stars, where music roars between each wave. You sent me. You sent to me. One more, I mean it. What for? Just leave it all behind. Thoughts go floating in your mind. Time's eroding. Oh, we set our sails for waters far away from any part of this. We waved goodbye. Oh, when I come back, I will repay that kiss. We waved goodbye. Oh, let the typhoon sing as only it could be. We waved goodbye. Oh, let it shrink our souls up in the foaming seas. We waved goodbye. We waved goodbye. We waved goodbye. Goodbye. Oh. That's even more unfortunate. Look at all this. At least I didn't break a string. That's because it is targeted. This next song's this is my favorite song that our band plays. It's called The Factory. I heard it on the local news. My friends, they just sing the blues. There isn't any difference I can see to illuminate the shadow. And I fear it could be you or me. They turn out at the factory. They build it up like a wave machine of infinite disaster. Have you heard of us? Have we set you free? Are you having the time of your lives? Can I take you home? Will you be my muse? Promise middle, there's nothing left. Just have to imagine guitar solos there. I read it in a magazine. I no clue what any of it means. I see you on the other side of all my questionable decisions. And I fear it could be me or you who will instigate the social coup. They'll build it up, but then they'll burn it down, 'cause everything is lit now. Have you heard of us? Have we set you free? Are you having the time of your life? Can I take you home? Will you be my muse? Promise middle, there's nothing left. I heard it at my neighbor's bar. You think you're gonna be a star. Truth is that you're just another clone, another fucking robot. Or have you met my 2.0? I hope you can enjoy the show. It's another opportunity for picture perfect selfies. Have you heard of us? Have we set you free? Are you having the time of your lives? Can I take you home? Will you be my muse? Promise middle, there's nothing left. Thank you guys very much. I'm in a band called Toast.
That was Scott McGrath of Toast. I kind of asked that selfishly because I was like, oh, that's a really good song. I want to hear that again. So, you know. I don't mean to be like slightly unbearable, but I'm gonna do a poem, guys. I'm gonna do one of my original poems. I like low-key find it obnoxious when hosts do their own shit, and I still do. So I'm just gonna be obnoxious, and I'm sorry. I don't title my poems on titles. I title them when I write them, and this was a 9:12 p.m. poem. There's a path between the couch you usually sit on and the chair your mom bought that feels like a runway, that feels like I'm a size fucking 6 on America's Next Top Model. Alien proportions elongate as I look. Mirror rejects me. Prescription won't fix. Insecure by Daylight, featuring me. A painting in many mediums, each stickier than the last, trapping your perceptions, permanent. My smile is a smirk. The hand reaching for a lighter is merely an incoming fist. One day, we'll look back on this and laugh. One day, we won't bother to look back on this at fucking all. Time is piling. It is a grain silo, and we are trespassing teenagers waiting to be crushed. I turn into a vampire at daybreak, unfortunately. The night, not necessary, but the day, utterly uninhabitable. Thanks, guys. I got to connect with Corey outside for just a moment, and he informed me that his family was here, and I thought that was really sweet. So if we could just say thank you to Corey for bringing his family. And if you brought your family here, thank you for bringing your family. Part of the reason I have this at an all-ages venue is so if there is somebody in your family that is at either extreme of age, they can feel comfortable here. Again, the Openest Mic doesn't just refer to like kind of me or like each act individually. It's supposed to be kind of the whole situation. So thank you for being here and enjoying it. And Corey, if you want to come on through, come on up.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right, yeah, so my whole family's here. Well, not all of them. Just the ones I don't like. They're right over there. Yeah, okay. All right, so wait. We had some Five Below workers here. Oh, all right over there. Yeah, that's what I call the guys underneath my bed. Yeah, no, that's super cheesy, but okay, it works. All right. I was like, wait a minute, did we have a band called Toast? All right, yeah, it was like, no, I went to the zoo the other day, and I went to the animal enclosure, and I saw a piece of toast in there, and I was like, I asked the zookeeper, he walked past me, and I was like, what's that piece of toast doing in there? He's like, that's just bred in captivity. Wicked cheesy. All right, but I'm gonna start. All right. So, does anybody have kids here? Who has kids? How many kids? Come on. Too many. All right. Exactly. All right. I have 4, which is unfortunate. 2 on purpose, or 2 by choice. The other ones I just happen to fuck their mom. Yeah, all right. Yeah, take that one in. Okay. No, but what my one of my middle daughters, we were out to dinner a few months ago. She was talking to her mom. She wanted to sleep. She was 17 years old. She's 17 years old. She wanted to sleep over her boyfriend's house. Her mom's not having it. Her mom got up and went to the bathroom. And I was like, listen, I will advocate for you. I was like, you can go and sleep over your boyfriend's house. I was like, I'll talk your mom into it. Don't worry. I was like, it's fine. We're not going to stop anything. Let's be honest about that, right? We're not going to stop anything at 17 years old, right? Okay? They're going to do whatever the hell they want to. So her mom comes back, sits down at the table, and like, Mom, I just want to sleep over Tanner's house. Right? And like, Caitlin, I do not want you to get pregnant. Mom, I'm on my period. I was like, that is the worst fucking answer that you could possibly say. I was like, besides saying, hey, Tanner's got condoms. And I was like, I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm laughing my ass off. It was like, no, it was terrible. So, anyways, my name is Corey Bridge. I do stand-up comedy all over the place. I was like, hope you look me up, and have a good night.
Hey, friends. Kathy would like to come up and speak to something that is extremely important to Fitchburg. Thank you.
I really love events like this because you never know where you're going to find talent. In 2011, I met a girl, she was 16, named Lavender. It was in an after-school music program, and she's worked hard for 12 years to get where she is. And Fitchburg should be so proud of her. So vote for Lavender.
All right, guys, next up to this mic, may I have Kyle Davis, please? Kyle Davis. And may I have Tyler to make the mic not for a 5'2" person, please? Thank you.
It's been a while. It's been like, I'm not going to do any more cocaine jokes, I promise. I might. No, I'm not. Listen, guys. Humans, I'm sorry. We can't have it both ways. We can't call ourselves the land of the free when we lock up every kid for a gram of weed and bury children under foil blankets in these chain link jungles and kidnap their parents. We can't have it both ways. We can't call ourselves the home of the brave when all I see is grave upon grave of 1,000 black children shot down in the streets by the guns our tax dollars gave the police. We can't have it both ways. We can't act like we're trying and live like we're dying when we're really just buying more time for this planet by borrowing against our own souls and regrets, pretending to remember and forgetting to forget that it was us that poisoned the water and smogged up the air. But we can't have it both ways. So how is it fair that my children have to pay for the debts that I can't? They can't have it both ways, so it's food or the rent. It's college or it's working some menial job, and if it's college, you know that they're going to get robbed by some... But sorry, I had a few beers. Woo, beers! If it's college, you know that they're going to get robbed by loans for some piece of paper that's supposed to mean something and make them feel safer. But if you ask me, I'm willing to wager that an English degree just won't set you free from having to grind out those fruits of your labor. We can't have it both ways. Sorry, I'm kind of intoxicated. Only kinda, just a little bit. It's a very open mic. We can't have it both ways. When the rich are pushed out, or when the poor are pushed out and the rich are moved into the White House, the courthouse, just how can we win? I'm gonna walk away.
That's actually what I love the most about an open mic, the beard. No. Next up to the mic, can I call my friend Joe Bowen to the mic, please? Joe Bowen? Joe Bowen, if you want to come to the mic. You may know Joe Bowen from such cities as Fitchburg and such events as everywhere.
Hi, everyone. I haven't been standing up in front of the mic in a poetry night in 4 years, I think, pre-pandemic, so I'm glad to be out here again. I kind of wrote this myself. This is a poem, and I'm willing to share with everybody. It's called The Struggle. I have a dream, a vision true, a goal to which I'll always strive, to make a difference in the city and help my community thrive. But there are obstacles to face that stand between me and my goal, the government with its red tape and all the other folks who rule. They don't see things the way I do. They don't understand my plight. They're more concerned with making money than helping people live right. Then there's my own personal life with all its demands and needs. There's work and family and friends and all the other things I feed. How can I find the time and energy to make a difference in the city? How can I fight against the odds and make my dreams a reality? I don't know the answers to these questions, but I know I have to try. I know I can't give up, no matter how hard it is. I will keep fighting until I succeed. I will make a difference in the city. I will make a dream a reality. I will make my community thrive. This city is a diamond in the rough, but it's covered in grime and dust. I will polish it until it shines and make it a place where everyone is proud to live. This city is a river flowing with potential and possibility. I will channel its power and use it to make a difference. This city is a forest full of life and beauty. I will protect it and nurture its growth. This city is a home for me and for you. I will make it a better place for all of us. Thank you.
All right, guys. So that's like it for the list. Would anybody else like to get on this thing? All right. I'm going to do one more poem, and then we're going to kind of call it a night. Again, I apologize for writing original poems and then sharing with you, which is a weird thing to apologize for at an open mic, so I rescind that apology as soon as I'm done saying it. Anyway, this is another like early evening-ish, like 10 p.m. poem. I imagine my life without your body in it, and I just feel empty. I just feel like a window shopper, a weekender, somebody untethered to anything real. The lion with the dullest teeth crouched next to a still dying zebra, ripping off hair, not flesh. I'm fucking famished. I imagine my life without your body in it, and I just feel awkward. I just feel like a pea without a pod, a poser, someone disinterested in anything difficult. The flamingo with the gawkiest legs, all my delicate brethren ballet, dancing between bites while I flail. I imagine my life without your body in it, and I only imagine that. You just reach for my hand. Thank you guys so much for being here. I wanted to go through the sign-up sheet and thank every person individually. I feel like I've already done that, but thank you. Thank you so fucking much. Bottom of my heart, guys. I live for art. I live for poetry. I live for music. I know I'm not the only person in this room who feels this way. So thank you for being here. Obviously, there's drinks. Obviously, there's food. They said they were going to be open till 9:30. If somebody wants to play a song or spirit moves them, just come talk to me or Tyler. Thank you so much.